Hello, welcome to another Made in China here on the Retro Core channel. As always, presented in 4K. Well, maybe not as always, but as usually is the case. Today we're going to be taking a look at another Pow Kiddy console. This time it's the Super Mini MD-K8. A machine that doesn't seem to understand what it is. Or what it comes with, I should say. Because according to the front of the box, built in 11 classic games. But if we take a look at the side of the box down here, it basically says it doesn't come with any games at all and you have to use the game cartridge. So which one is it? Unbelievable. And as you'll notice, it comes with this game cartridge, but you can buy additional game cartridges for it. I do like the way they actually give you the largest game cartridge. That's quite nice of them. Side of the box here, we've got more strange English, and on this side it basically tells us what the machine is capable of doing. So, special feature, TV out. According to this, it's stereo out, but it's not. You can power it off the mains, 9-pin joystick, and it comes with a game card. Okay, good stuff. So, what you actually get in the box? Well, let's take a look. Here it is here. I've already opened it. So you get two of these controllers, and I have to say, these are rock solid. There is no give in that at all. They are really well made, or at least the plastic's really thick. As for the quality of the buttons, well, yeah, it's kind of cheap. But do these 6-button pads work on a real Mega Drive? Well, I'll tell you what, we'll check it out later on and find out. So you get two of those. Here's the other one here. As we know from the box, we get an AC adapter, which is extremely flimsy. Luckily, it's a typical 5 volt, 500 milliamp out. So, sorry, is that right? Is that right? Yeah, 5 volts, 500 milliamp out. So yeah, we can just use a phone charger, and that terminates in a mini USB socket. We also have the game card, and this is actually a chip on there, so it's not just pushing some pins on a connector. We have the AV cable, and we have this little slip of paper here to tell us what games are actually on the cartridge, so that's pretty nice. Bit scrumpled up, mind you. And we have the instructions. Now the instructions are absolutely hilarious. One side in Chinese, as you can see, and the other side is in English. And yes, it's another one of those typical user manuals. But oh man, you just got to check out some of the English on this. It is so funny. I'll tell you what, I'll just point at the screen there, and if you want to read it, pause the video. You're going to have a good laugh reading that. It's class. Okay, and the actual console itself. And here it is. Yep, it is looking like a little mini Mega Drive 2. And like the controllers, it's pretty solidly built. The plastic doesn't feel too cheap, actually. It feels okay. It is light, so obviously there's nothing in it. We've got a working reset button, power switch there, spring-loaded cartridge slot tray, which is quite nice feeling actually. And on the back we've got the composite video out and the power input. Now I'm kind of interested in knowing, does this have any games built into it, and does it output stereo sound, and does it emulate the Mega Drive well? We know that the Mega Drive can be emulated well by one of the previous clones we looked at last year. So let's connect this thing up to the TV and check it out. And as a special, I'm actually going to point the camera at the TV this time and not use a video capture, so you can get an idea of what it actually does look like running on a TV rather than a direct feed. Let's check it out. Okay, so this is kind of unusual having me in front of the TV screen, but at least this way you get to see what it looks like on a genuine TV. So I'm going to get my head out the way of the lens now. Okay, so what you're seeing here is the image running on a 4K TV through the FrameMeister, and yeah, the video quality isn't that good. It's kind of awful, to be honest. But what you can also see that it does actually have 11-in-1 games built into the machine. So I have no cartridge plugged into it at the moment, as you can clearly see here. Okay, and also I'm using a standard phone charger. I'm not using the actual power brick that came with it, so no problems there. Okay, so built into the machine we got Sonic the Hedgehog, Yu Yu Hakusho, which is pretty interesting. Don't normally see that on these type of compilations. We've got Gunstar Heroes, Golden Axe, Ninja Gaiden, Bare Knuckle 3, Super Mario Brothers, Contra Hard Corps, Road Rash, which got a blue road for some reason, Revenge of Shinobi, and Double Dragon. So all pretty good games. No idea what the hell this is in the background with the monkeys and stuff. Weird. Okay, so let's start off Sonic and see how good the sound emulation is. How do we start a game? Now we just press start. Okay, Sega logo sounds good. Yeah, instantly you can hear that that is off key. Yeah, okay, that doesn't sound very good at all. Let's reset the machine. Now, for those that don't know, this game is actually by Treasure. And it is a one-on-one fighting game. Now, I'm using the actual control pad here that came with the machine, and the left on the D-pad is a bit iffy. It's not very good. I've got to say that this game actually sounds okay. It's also a 6-button game, and the 6 buttons on the control pad are working as they should. So that's a good thing. Yeah, tell you what, this joypad is not very good, so I'm going to change it out for an official Sega Mega Drive 6-button controller and see how that works. Hopefully it will work on this machine. Here we go, this is the official Sega Mega Drive 6-button controller. Got a white cable on it, mind you, because it's got a modded cable to make it longer. Alright. Let's see if this control pad's going to work. Yes, it does! Good stuff. Oh yeah, that is much better to use. Okay. So the good news is you can use official Sega Mega Drive controllers on this clone. Are the 6 buttons going to function? Yes, they are. Okay, let's take a look at some of the other games built in and see if they sound okay. Because that actually sounds pretty good. Sonic didn't. Golden Axe, we've got to go Tyrus, or whatever she's called. Now, unfortunately, the sound is in... Oh, bloody hell. Anyway, as I was saying, unfortunately, the sound is in mono. But that's because of the TV out. Okay, Golden Axe doesn't seem to sound too bad. It's not off key, that's for sure. So let's take a look at a few more of the built-in games. Okay, so the sound is definitely a little bit iffy on this Revenge of Shinobi here, but the other games seem to sound okay. So I'll tell you what, let's plug in that cartridge and see exactly what is on it. I'm expecting some official games and maybe some dodgy homebrew games. Let's check it out. So upon plugging in the cartridge, we got a couple of different sections. Adventure, sports, fighting, puzzle, racing, and shooting. Let's go straight to the shooting, because they're the type of games I like the most. So this is basically a 26-in-1. We got Contra again, Toki, Sunset Riders, Gunstar Heroes again, Crossfire, that's Airwolf, Raiden, Magic Girl, that's an original Taiwanese game, James Bond, Thunder Force 3, Super Fantasy Zone. Yeah, there's some nice games on here. Ghost Hunter. Yeah, I would not call Runark a shooting game. It's more like a walk along beat 'em up. Space Hunter, no idea. Air Diver, that's awful. And that's a platformer. Oh, Mercs is on there. Nice. Mystic Defender, isn't that over here? Yeah, see, this game and Mystic Defender are the exact same game. Just Mystic Defender is the Western version. Okay, let's boot up Mega Turrican and see how that sounds. Yeah, that sounds out of tune. Straight away I can tell. It's a shame because the speed seems to be perfectly fine, but the audio is just off key. Actually very quiet, let's turn that up. No! It sounds terrible. Yeah, it's off key. Okay, so I think it's pretty obvious that this machine, as far as graphics and actual speed of the gameplay go, works really well. And there's absolutely no lag at all when playing. Yeah, look, when pressing the button, ready? Press the button, now. See? Now. 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 It's pretty instant, and that's me playing through a FrameMeister on a 4K TV as well. So there's certainly not a lag issue. Alright, let's take this machine apart and see what's inside. Okay, so as we can see, there are no screws on the bottom of the case, but guaranteed they're going to be underneath these little rubber feet. So first thing to do is prise up the little rubber feet. Okay, and there we can see our screw holes. So let's get the screwdriver in there. Oh, it's too fat, it doesn't fit. Alright, we'll use a smaller one. So let's get the screwdriver in there and get those screws out. Okay, so there we go, 4 screws out of the case. Let's see what's inside here. And as to be expected, not a lot. There is your Mega Drive right there. So it does have a real cartridge port which does function. This thing here, that is going to be all your games soldered onto this little flash chip here. In fact, taking a look at it, I've got to take my glasses off, getting old. That is, what is it? It's upside down. That is, code number of the chip is M36LOT705. And under that it's got OT3ZAQWO. It's a chip made in Korea with the ST brand mark on it. I know bugger all about chips, but there you go, that's that. Tell you what, I'll take a picture of it and I'll stick it up on the screen right above this image actually. Okay. This here is our system on a chip. Little blob there. There's the crystal, your charging inputs, your TV out. And here is very easy to see. This is the controller setup. So control 1 and control 2. Reset button here. And basically this board just connects up to the controls here. We've got a little power LED and the on and off switch. Very basic indeed. Nothing amazing to see here. On the side of the PCB is probably absolutely bugger all, but we'll take it apart just to have a look, just in case. Okay, let's take a look at the underside of the PCB, and as to be expected, nothing at all, just the cartridge connector. Alright, so that is the cool baby. What the hell was this thing called again? Let's take a look at the box. Yeah, no, not cool baby, sorry. The Pow Kiddy Super Mini MD K8 Mega Drive clone, little mini Mega Drive thing. Unfortunately, the sound is a bit iffy. So if that's going to bother you, then this is not going to be the machine for you. But if you're the type of person that doesn't really care about sound quality, and I do know that there are quite a few of you out there that don't really care about stuff like that, then yeah, this plays the correct speed and it seems to run the games just fine. So I'm going to put a video, I'm going to put a link in the video description down below. So anybody interested in buying one of these things, please feel free to click on the link in the video description down below. And until next time, keep on gaming and enjoy your games. Take it easy.